Hello and happy Friday, wonderful folks. Welcome to the second edition of the One Fall WrestleCast Freestyle Friday, where we don't got shit to talk about, but we just want to hang out.
Not true at all. We got shit to talk about.
Yeah, there's plenty of shit to talk. Listen, there's wrestling things to talk about. NHL playoffs are going on.
Sure
And
are.
NBA playoffs are going on. We all kinds of shit to talk about. I'm getting ready to hop on an international flight. Yeah, man, we might have a couple people pop in and out. It's gonna be a fun time. So grab something to drink, come hang out. Oh, look, I forgot because I still haven't created. I need to fix that.
Welcome to the One Fall WrestleCast.
Oh, look at that!
Is he gone?
Like another week, another show without Derek. You know,
He was just here.
I just well
You like
at
my
this point
shirt?
in time, that's a classic. That's the throwback. It's a throwback. At this point, we should just do the show without Derek because he's just never fucking here.
At this point, Derek's a special guest.
Speaking of special guests, look who decided to join us tonight.
Oh, special guest, friend of the show, Derek.
Friend of the show.
Everybody.
Thanks,
Friend of the
fellas.
show.
Yeah, I'm not even on the right computer,
Friend of
so
the
I can't
show.
even add myself back in
Friend of the
when
show.
someone, takes me out of there like an asshole.
But
We're
yeah.
gonna fix that tonight. We are gonna fix that tonight.
Hey,
on
buddy, the
Freestyle
big
Friday.
light is too much.
the big light is too much.
Okay.
You guys call it the big light too, right? It's the
Yeah,
big light.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like you're fucking blown out.
Yeah. There we go.
Now
Little something over in this corner here.
we're
You got like a candle to light, maybe.
here. I got one right here.
Not that corner. Look where I'm pointing.
I got one right here.
It's coming.
No, don't move the what? No.
But he still needs to be.
No.
He's working on his computer, Tom. So he still needs to be able to see what he's doing. He didn't take his lighting into consideration when he set up his dual workstation prior to joining the show this evening.
Dude, I'm working from my work computer. This is not working lighting wise.
Just open up something bright. I don't know. Do you have like Pornhub
Yeah.
set to a white background or something?
Yeah, let me just throw a Google Chrome tab up here or something. There we go.
There you go.
Here we go. Throw one on
Fucking
this
piece
side.
of
Why
work.
is my chair sinking?
Friend of the
Good
show,
God.
Derek Wright. You know, like
Jesus.
Friend of the
boys.
show.
friend of the show. Hey man, how you been? It's been like 6 weeks since we've done an episode together. Like, what's going on here?
It
I
has
miss
been
Derek.
I have
I'm being
missed
honest.
you guys immensely.
I miss Derek, if I'm being
I have
honest.
had
Look at how crisp and clean he looks. This is like the whatever.
Yeah, it's because no, listen, they got baby pictures taken today
Oh.
or yesterday, so he had to be
Dang.
looking all crispy. You know what I mean?
yeah, I was looking.
Wait,
The one
wait,
who's
is
gonna lay the
is
smack
Jethro
down, you
out
know?
yet?
Cooter Jethro, how's that going?
Is Cooter
Peter
Jethro out
Jethro
yet?
is still cooking.
Still cooking.
Peter Jethro will be here in about a week.
We got
Derek's
1 week.
definitely they're gonna go into labor whenever I'm not in town.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you'll probably be in the
100%.
Bahamas like an asshole.
100%.
So
Coming back to Cooter Jethro Walter.
Velto, right?
Exactly.
Chimney fucking Christmas. Ah, shit. Well, hey, bud, good to see your face, though. You know, Tom and I were talking at the end of the show we did on Wednesday.
Yeah, Yeah, the one that I was just a text bubble.
Yeah, and then you got real defensive when Tom and I started ignoring you.
Yeah.
He did. He got real defensive. He was real upset.
I was not annoyed with you guys. I was just annoyed at the situation because my computer's fucked. And
do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
I went and got it.
You know those work, right? Like you can like just set it, and you could. There's a camera on that, and you just be like, "Badoop," and it's like, "Whoop."
He did you see him try to send us some screen caps of like some fake screens that he tried later on after the thing was over?
Yeah, that's what it is. I just make this shit up as I go.
He just sent me pictures of like gaped buttholes. I don't. That's
I just. You know what? This is. Hey, happy day after 420.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because it's illegal.
Because it's
not. I have a license.
It's contraband.
I have a license.
Kicked him out. You kicked him out for the contraband.
Look at that. We fucking get a lifetime ban here. You know what I mean?
All right. We don't get banned from YouTube.
Fuck, bro.
What the hell?
Remember whenever that was a thing, like early on in the show? Like early on? Gotta go take my goat outside.
Uh-huh.
Remember when Derek actually cared about what we did?
A little bit.
You know,
that was like first dozen shows. It's about what that was. First 12.
This fucking guy. What's he doing now? Look, he's just like wandering around his room lost. It's like
he's like, what's going on in this closet? I'm hanging out over here.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was in a half shell.
Solo's got Matt Riddle by the underpants. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not right, Derek. You didn't pop. That was a G.I. Joe. That's fuck, man. I did that.
That was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I know, but the box.
You remember when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles met G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe's the great American
because that didn't happen. It didn't happen. You know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles met Batman, though, right?
No, because Batman doesn't exist in my world.
There it is.
I'm saying it happened.
Batman.
They're all under the same.
Batman.
They're all under the same umbrella.
Batman is just a rich man with nothing better to do than to create expensive gadgets and.
No, Batman has nothing better to do than to beat up mentally handicapped people. That's what he does. If you think about it, they're all in like an insane.
Wow, that's real fucked up. I never looked at it.
If you think about it, that they're all in an insane.
So that right there should just tell you how little of a Batman guy that I am.
They leave. They get out of Arkham Asylum, which is an insane asylum for the criminally insane, which means they're mentally not right? They're handicapped. They're mentally deranged.
That's fucked up.
And you know what Batman does? He gives them fucking brain damage by punching them in the face as hard as he fucking can.
Why is this not working? Why does nothing in my life work?
I mean, I don't know. It's quite the bong you got there. Maybe just have a big sip of bong water and call it a night. I don't know. Poor Cooter Jethro.
Poor Cooter Jethro.
Oh, right,
Daddy, I done come out today. We're going to go outside. We're going to play in the field, buddy. Daddy,
boy, it's your lucky day. It is 4:20.
We're going to catch us a whistle pig. Let's come on, Daddy.
Shit.
Let's go catch us a whistle pig.
Just said whistle pig.
Why do I live?
Come on, Daddy. Gotta catch us a whistle pig.
You bunch of pricks.
Hey, bub. We love you. You know that.
I love you guys. You're the
Listen,
best.
this is your own fault because this is like 6 weeks of pent up. Like,
oh, buddy, trust me. I know. I'm not unaware. I am very annoyed myself at the whole situation.
Bro, how can you be annoyed at yourself about the whole situation whenever 3 weeks ago you chose to continue playing fucking 2K23 instead of coming and doing a podcast?
You know, he could.
No, I'm not annoyed at myself. I'm just annoyed at the situation.
He could have streamed that.
Oh yeah, don't even get me fucking started. You know,
we could have had, we could have broke the internet.
Look, now I'm fucking.
We got the greatest. We got the literal greatest wrestling video gamer of all time.
I'm technically actually number 2 right now. I need to retake
fuck.
Number 2?
He's the deuce.
What the fuck?
All right, he doesn't fuck. He's not special
Kick
anymore.
him out of here now.
He's not
Fucking
special anymore.
How many of you motherfuckers are there? Like 8?
I don't know, like 20,000.
Fucking number 2.
Fucking turd.
Is that Xbox and PlayStation or?
Nah, definitely not PlayStation, bub.
Oh, okay. So it's a smaller pool.
Definitely not.
What are you talking about? A smaller pool.
There's more PlayStations than Xboxes. That's how numbers work. There's 100 million PlayStations. There's like 30 million Xbox players. That's how numbers work. I don't make up the numbers. It's just the truth.
Whenever we refer to PlayStation, Xbox, I think you should also include PC though.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
How many wrestling players are on PC? I mean, I know there's a lot of people who play PC, but like, you know, what's a PC cost that'll run WWE 2K23? $4,000, $3,000?
$1 million.
But he doesn't know. He broke.
I'm putting mine together right now.
Like, you're asking him about a computer that can run a game. His doesn't even hold power.
That's true. His doesn't even run fans right now.
I got
blew the whole shirt. You know, we've been making fun of Derek now for 11 goddamn minutes. We should probably let him go. Like, let's let Derek go.
Yeah, because I mean, he's probably going to situate himself during the show for you know.
Oh my God, Solo had
a show. It's just a hang out.
Solo had the whole goddamn announce table on his ass, and he just like pushed himself out of it. Like he was buried alive under said table, and he was just like, bleh. He just Undertaker came out from under that table.
I saw a thing the other day that said that Solo Sikoa is the one that's really in the long run going to benefit the most from this bloodline storyline because of how much main event picture time he has received at such an early point in time in his career.
Not only that, I mean, the guy looks like a top guy. I mean,
no, 100%.
Truth be told, it's like if he turned on Roman and it was like Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa at whatever, it would be like, holy fuck, that's a huge match. All right, like right now. But they're not going to do that. But like a year from now, 2 years from now, like, hey, Solo's a top guy.
What you think about Heyman's promo in the ring last week whenever he was like the Tribal Chief's getting impatient with you two and he was looking at the Usos while he was talking to KO and Sami Zayn?
I'm going to be honest. I'm a little tired of Paul Heyman covering up for the fact that Roman's not there. And at that exact
really, I can never see
that exact moment, my thought in my head was, man, this would be a lot more interesting coming from Roman than it is coming from fucking Paul Heyman right now. That's exactly what my thoughts were at that.
Like,
moment.
You mean if Roman was the one giving the same promo behind the Usos,
more or less.
Looking at them while talking to Sami and Kevin, you feel like that would have been more powerful?
More or less, yes. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, if it was Roman saying that and like kind of giving a little bit of a side eye to the Usos, that would have been more powerful. With Heyman doing it, Paul to me has been a little bit, especially with Roman, has been a little bit too much of a simp. I feel like, especially when Roman's there. Yes, my tribal chief. Like he's simping a little bit too hard, and I'm not down on Paul Heyman. I'm still into Paul Heyman. I just think in that exact moment, right? Paul Heyman did not come off. It was a tough guy kind of promo, and Paul Heyman has not at this point is not built up to be the voice of a tough guy. Like, at least not like when he was the voice for Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar was standing there, like at that point you believed it because it was like whatever Paul said Brock was going to do. But Paul's been a little bit too much of a simp for Roman for me to be like, oh yeah, Paul, I believe it. I believe that Roman's
Really?
Yeah, that was how I felt at the moment, and that's actually those were my in the moment thoughts because I haven't thought about that since then, and those were my in the moment thoughts.
Derek, how's that make you feel? Paul Heyman's a simp for Roman Reigns.
It's a pretty strong word. I mean, it's his fucking job. I mean,
Yes,
do you want him to come out and wrestle a couple of rounds?
No, I just don't. He's been it's been a little too. It's been too much simp. That's the problem. It's not. I don't dislike Paul Heyman. I don't dislike what Paul Heyman's promos. I really don't. I just think that he can't really deliver like tough guy messages at this point if Roman's not standing there. You know what I mean?
The point, Tom. It's the point.
I
think you're both right? Like Paul's definitely been put in a situation where he's less than as to where before he was then. You know what I mean? Like He was the guy. He was the mouthpiece for the guy. And now he's just like, but he's played this character to fucking perfection. Like
I just think that this promo specifically didn't work. That's all I'm saying.
No, I think I didn't see it from the standpoint of put Roman in that ring, given that promo, and with the same mannerisms. I didn't think of it that way. It didn't hit me that way. I was just like, oh, he's fucking talking to them. He's not talking.
Yeah, and I got that. Like you're right. He absolutely was talking to them, and that's true. But that's it. That's the end of bro. Okay. But to be fair to all,
you're not gonna turn Rampage on.
I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. So no, I'm not gonna.
Do I need to call CK or CTK over here? Like,
I mean, do you want to call PG Punk or fucking you want to call some chooch who doesn't wrestle? I don't know. I think I could beat up CM Punk. I've seen him in
paging CM Chooch, paging Chick Magnet Chooch.
Speaking of a couple of chooches, did either of you see how the internet wrestling community is already calling for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens' storyline to come to an end?
It's almost. Remember when Daniel Bryan came out and was like, fickle. That's all that is. I am not ready for that to come to an end at all.
But he did something with that. So, like, I mean,
I'm just saying.
I feel like their title reign's been a little uneventful.
It's like been 3 weeks, man. What do you want them to do?
I mean, I'm just saying.
They're probably still hurt from that match for WrestleMania. Like,
the Usos are out here working every week. Just saying.
Who is?
The Usos are out here working every week.
They're half working, and then fucking Solo comes in and does a Samoan spike, and it's over. Still working.
I agree with Derek.
Saying, Bob.
They got Matt Riddle out here doing that other heavy work.
But who's in front of the camera and who's not?
I'm just saying.
I mean.
So I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing Horizon most of the night. I only watched the main event there of Raw, which was Riddle versus
SmackDown.
Solo. Huh?
SmackDown.
I'm sorry.
I know you're confused because usually we don't
do this. Yeah,
so
I'm busy looking at myself, and I'm like, oh, when I look at myself, I'm watching Raw. No, apparently not. It's not what I do. Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm not ready for it to be over. I'm ready for something to happen, but like I'm not displeased with it thus far. If that's I know that's the internet the internet wrestling community is so stupid.
Fickle.
It's so bad.
I mean, I don't disagree with the voice of the masses here. So, I mean, I guess that we're just terrible human beings that just don't like rainbows, puppies, and snowflakes and sunshine and all things that make people happy.
Are we snowflakes or are we not snowflakes?
No, I don't know what we're just three individuals that just exist in our own way.
I mean, I think that wrestling was actually good, really good this week.
I mean, I'm not saying that the product was. I'm just talking about the underwhelming title reign that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are having. Like,
it's like, I mean, it hasn't been the greatest 3 weeks.
Bro, that was like that was one of the biggest storylines going into WrestleMania, and like we completed the journey, and then we pulled a Vince McMahon and we went right back into it, but it doesn't mean anything. Like, we should have either switched gears and let the Usos rebuild, or we should have never fucking switched titles at all.
I mean, they might put him back on the Usos. I mean, I think there's another pay-per-view coming up, and I think that's probably the main event of Backlash is that rematch, right?
I think it's probably got to be Brock and Cody.
Or that's got to kick off the show. I mean, it's one or the other, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not out. I don't give up on wrestling storylines as quickly, especially storylines that continue to have seeds sown and what have you. I mean, there was still clearly seeds sown tonight because they put Matt Riddle in the main event with Solo Sikoa. It's still the main event of pretty much every show.
No, the Bloodline is still the main event of every show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Bloodline and this rivalry between.
But why did we flip the titles around if we weren't going to give KO and Sami Zayn the opportunity to actually be the champions?
I don't know. Let's give it a few more weeks. Like, I'm willing to say that it was a waste or that it was not a great title reign at some point, but like, to me, it's still too early to be like, wasted potential, you know, like it's just not, I'm just not there yet. You know, I don't think it's been bad. I don't think it's been as like must-see TV light the world on fire as I hoped it would be. But, you know, most things in wrestling aren't.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You know what? Somebody needs to get fired. Derek, did you see who got fired?
Who got fired? I did not.
Fucking the entire Pittsburgh Penguins front office.
Oh,
they did. Yeah, they did.
I mean, fuck, that was the storyline of the year. We saw that coming.
Whew! Man, did they not?
That's good shit right there. That
like,
is.
Who thought it was a good idea to bring in a Philadelphia Flyer to be the general manager of the Pittsburgh?
Apparently, Mario Lemieux. That's what my understanding is.
No. Mario doesn't have a controlling stake in that. He's only a part owner. He owns like 10% or something now.
Yeah,
but he was
there for shits and giggles.
I mean, goodness gracious, Fenway Group. You know what? Shout out to the Fenway Group, because I told Derek this at the end of the season last year when, you know, all three were, you know, we had Gino and Tanger were up in the air, right? And I said, Derek, there's no way in hell that the Fenway Management Group is coming in here to buy this team and not keep those three guys together.
Sure,
it's not going to happen.
No.
And now we're 2 years into this new front office experience, and Fenway Group was like, "Yeah, no, we're good. Like, we bought the fucking Pittsburgh Penguins to be the Pittsburgh Penguins, and we're gonna put somebody in here that's gonna make that happen."
Yep, please.
So,
Jesus,
pretty disappointing that 16 straight seasons with playoff berth to lose on fucking points, you know, like down to the wire. Like,
yeah,
bro, we were hexstalled. That's what it is.
We were hexstalled. Yeah, it was 2 games, man, down to the wire. 2 games. That last game was meaningless, but the game before was not. Yeah, it was a tough pill to swallow, I think.
yeah.
I mean, they were, truthfully, I mean, for me particularly, they were sort of my other saving grace, right? It was like, oh, fuck, there's no wrestling on tonight. What am I supposed to do? And, you know, it was like, oh, there's Penguins. Thank God there's Penguins. And now they weren't great, but it was like, I got something to do. I got something to watch. I got something to pay attention to. And, you know, it was bittersweet to kind of watch the end. And I watched the last game sort of out of habit. And it was one of those things where it was just like, man, this doesn't matter. And then they lost in overtime anyway. And it was like, well, it still didn't matter. I watched the overtime loss. I don't know. I kind of feel like
man. Bullshit.
Well, next year's another year, and I'm certainly still a fan.
Oh, absolutely. But I gotta feel
it's not like the Pittsburgh Pirates. Like I haven't spent a dime on the Pirates in like a decade.
Oh yeah, well, let's not even get started on the Pirates. They're one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. Like,
look, they're gonna need to be one of the hottest teams in baseball for like 3 years, and then like double their salary before I'm gonna spend any fucking money on that shit. But
I mean, I'll be interested to get your take on this later in the season.
We will revisit this after 50 games. That's
because Andrew McCutchen seems to think that this is the team of the fucking future in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but how many times have we heard that? I've heard that.
Yeah, but this is like old veteran Kutch coming back and saying all these young cats are the future of this team. I don't know. I'm not. It's not like,
I'll say that too.
It's not like they're gonna give me any. They're gonna get any money out of me. Like they lost me whenever they traded McCutchen away the first time. And then dismantled that team. But
man, did they ever?
Like.
So
I don't know, man.
I've met Kutch 3 times. And the first time I met him, it was just a, hey, Kutch. Hey, man, good to see you. Fist bump, and he went. But the next 2 times I met him, I actually still work downtown, and he was in Market Square just hanging out, and I'm sitting there eating my DeBella sub, and he's dressed in his street clothes, and he's sitting at, like, a table that, like, didn't have, like, I don't know if you've ever been to Market Square, particularly 10 or 15 years ago, when, it was busy at lunchtime. He's sitting at a table by himself. And, I walked up and I said, hey, man, is it cool if I sit here? And he's just chilling there, like playing on his phone. Nobody's bothering him because apparently when you're a baseball player and you're in street clothes, nobody recognizes you. So I sit down.
I think that could be said true of most professional athletes, right? Like, we joke about that, but if you don't know somebody's, like, watching wrestling's different, right? Because it's that.
Well, because they cut promos, you see their face. It's
But it's like if you're not like a top 100 professional athlete, nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah, like LeBron James couldn't do that, but Andrew McCutchen can, right? So like, and it wasn't,
which is wild though, especially in Market Square at lunch, that like because he was such a figure at that point in time in Pittsburgh.
Right, but so he's just chilling there, like playing on his phone in Market Square, like just hanging out. And I said, "Hey man, can I sit here? Do you care?" And he said, "No." I sat down. I opened up my sandwich and I said, "Hey man, my name's Tom. I'm a big fan, and I don't want to bother you or get you mugged or anything, but like, I'm a big fan. I saw you the other day. At the time I was still going to Buccos games, like." Whenever we could, like Rachel, my wife had season tickets, like not season tickets, but like her work would give her like,
hey, bud, everybody had season tickets to the Pirates. Okay. Like there's not a more affordable thing to do in the city of Pittsburgh 10 to 15 years ago than take the family to a fucking Pirates game.
Well, I mean, we didn't have like
a lot.
Like it was just us and people would hand us tickets and it was like, well, I don't know anything to do on a Tuesday. Let's go. So I sat there and I just had a conversation with him. He was just like, "Hey man, big fan, love that you're so into the city of Pittsburgh. This is our thing and yada yada." He's like, "No man, this is my house. This is my home too." And we just had a little conversation. And anyway, he got up at some point. Now, like I was finishing up my sandwich. He's like, "All right, man, I gotta go. See you later." I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta go too. I gotta go back to work. But you take care." And then the third time I saw him, it was sort of just a passing in the night kind of deal. We were in line to get in to a to one of the buildings downtown, and I got in line behind him and I said, "Oh shit, hey man, how's it going?" Gave him a fist bump and he goes, "Oh, hey, good to see you again. Actually, we talked. This was a few weeks later. He's like, we talked a few weeks ago." Yeah, no, we were in like he was going up to like one of the PNC buildings, like he had a thing because whatever, I guess. And like I was going up for a meeting. And so like I'm going in and like we're in line because like you have to beep your shit or like tell people who you are to get in. And like so I walked up and I stepped up behind him and like he turned around and I said, "Oh, hey."
That's awesome, though.
Like, how's it going, dude? He's like, "Oh, we talked the other day." And I said, "Yeah, man, how's it going?" We fist bumped and like he got through and went up and but that was the end of it. Like it was like a 10-second like conversation thing. But no, Kutch is the man. And if you work down at that point in time, if you work downtown, you could run into Pittsburgh celebrities. I actually also ran into like this was even further longer ago. Jordan Stahl. Do you remember when the Giant Eagle in Robinson was where like the tile place and all that shit is? Like the get-go's still there, but like back there was the Giant Eagle before they opened the new Market District. Like I was in there after working at the Olive Garden and like I was covered in Alfredo sauce, but like I had to go buy food to like eat after I worked at the Olive Garden. And I'm like standing there like in my Olive Garden uniform, like staring at the sauces. And like I looked over and this like really tall blonde dude is there. And I'm like, hey, you're Jordan Stahl. And he was like, I'm fucking tired of shit. It's like 11 something at night. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, love you guys. And I just grabbed my Prego or whatever and fucking bounced. But it was like,
dude, that's the funniest part about that is that you just worked an entire shift at an Italian restaurant and then think that you bought spaghetti sauce. Like,
I mean, to be fair, Prego is better than whatever they serve at Olive Garden. But yeah, I went home to like,
wow, pew pew, shots fired.
Pew pew.
Shots fired. Listen, so I'm scrolling Facebook, right? And listen to this headline. Derek.
Yes, sir.
Listen to this headline.
Mm-hmm.
Bear downs 69 cans of soda after breaking into woman's car.
Why was there so much soda in her car?
That's what I want to know. Why was there so much soda in her?
There's never
Jeep
been
Wrangler?
that much soda in anything that I've owned.
This bear gave no fucks.
Like,
he got to the diet soda and was like, "Oh shit, never mind."
That bear also like he had like the first soda, and was like, you know what? More. Like that was the thing.
Kind of like Cocaine Bear.
Kind of like Cocaine Bear, which is
bears must have addictive personalities.
Which is on Peacock right now.
I do want to watch it.
I might watch it tonight.
I do want to watch it. So
now that Mando is over, I may watch it tonight.
Bears have addictive personalities. There's no way around it.
No
way around it.
A bear did so much cocaine, it died. That bear was dead. They found that bear dead, but it was the apex predator for like 10 minutes.
I do need to watch that. I do need to watch it. Derek, what do you think you would do if you drank 69 cans of soda?
Well, first off, I would take a very long piss. And then my heart rate would probably fucking go insane because for whatever reason, I have some sort of allergy to sugary stuff. And it just destroys my soul. I do. It's weird. I don't know, man.
As somebody who also doesn't drink soda, I don't like anybody. Like I would imagine like drinking that much soda immediately gives a human diabetes, right? Like that's my thought.
Diabetes.
This dude's just the old man shows up on a horse and is like,
Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley shows up
name.
and he just goes diabetes, and that's what happens.
Is he still alive or did he die?
No, he's dead. He's very dead,
bro. He was like 103 riding that horse with the cowboy hat on, talking about his diabetes.
Yeah, okay. Wilford like, hold on, we're gonna because this is a good discussion point. Wilford Brimley was he was in he died in fucking 2020. 1934 to 2020. Good God.
He was fucking 86.
Just add another one to it.
Good God, Wilford Brimley. His last acting role was in 2017.
What
Was it diabetes commercial?
Was it a diabetes commercial?
No, he was a pastor in a Christian movie called I Believe.
I bet you they were healing people with diabetes.
What show was he on? He was on
He was on Walker, Texas Ranger.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he was on like Walker, Texas Ranger is legitimately like potentially the worst show that was ever on television.
Bro, that's 90s pop culture. Don't you dare disrespect the goddamn good name of Walker, Texas Ranger.
So there's two shows in like pop culture, like that pop culture stratosphere that are like hyper Christian and hyper fucking weird. And one of them is Walker, Texas Ranger, and one of them is Seventh Heaven.
Oh my God, dude.
So those two shows are like
and they led into each other.
They did.
Seventh Heaven was first, and then Walker, Texas Ranger was second.
Yeah, it was like the hyper Christian like 2-hour block of like you don't watch conventional television otherwise, but like if you're a hyper Christian, like these two shows are shows you're allowed to watch, and one of them is Chuck Norris in tight jeans, like fucking roundhouse kicking motherfuckers in cowboy boots. And it's
know why? Because America. That's why.
America. And then the other one. And then the other one is Seventh Heaven, which felt dated at the time.
One. Derek brought up another one, Touched by an Angel.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that one. See, Touched by an Angel though had the main character was like an African American woman.
Yeah, Della Reese.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not saying that I've seen that also.
Priest or something.
Della Reese was a gangster.
She was. I'm just saying, that was like if you're talking about
sang
like
the intro for that song, and it was like real opera like real, just from the fucking guts.
It was like so. Those were like sort of the opposite of like remember like Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
It was like that, Hercules, and Xena. For whatever reason, that was that block. It was like Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Hercules, and Xena, Warrior Princess.
Yes.
Xena was the better show of the three. If I'm being honest,
I never got into watching Xena.
Cute blonde in there.
So I had a huge crush on Lucy Lawless.
Is that the cute blonde?
No, Lucy Lawless was Xena.
Yeah, she was the big.
Yeah, I like the blonde lady better.
Now, I mean, I liked her too.
Can't even bend over, wipe her own ass.
I wanted Lucy Lawless to like
cock diesel, motherfucker.
Right? Yeah, I wanted Lucy Lawless to like bench press me.
Wow, that's okay. Woo!
Woo!
Did we just uncover something deep and dark down there, Bob? Huh?
Fucking Friday Night Confessionals here.
And then when Lucy Lawless was on Parks and Rec, like fucking 20 years later, and she married Ron Swanson, I was like, yes, this is exactly what she deserves, and this is amazing. So,
oh shit,
we have now crossed the whole threshold of the fundamentalist Christian like primetime 6 p.m. TV shows into like fucking Hercules, Luke, like Xena, and Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, which is just ridiculous. I don't know that I've ever actually seen Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I just remember the commercials.
What was her name? Now she's got the jewelry.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
Even if you said it,
you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Hey,
Dr. Quinn.
So listen, I've got to do this. Were the consequences he had to face because of some of the stuff I did?
Jane Seymour, that was her name.
Yeah, they were. Again, like I said, I should have behaved differently. I can fully admit that. We both did horrible things to each other within that relationship. I fully admit that too. But I can't Photoshop what was there. All of it happened. It is what it is. We both have to live with it. Kimberly, on having a role in getting her now ex-husband Zachary Wentz, a.k.a. Nash Carter, fired from WWE.
So, God, that is toxic as shit. So, oh man, can I rant on this for a sec?
Please.
All right. So here's my problem. She equated what was a bad relationship, and that happens. Like, we've all had those, right? That's all that's happened, right? That happens. Okay. Sometimes it just happens, and you don't have to go and ruin other people's, like, oh, we all did terrible things to each other. What a fucking cop out. Like, she ruined his fucking career. The career that, like, he was on a trajectory to live his dream. She ruined that. Ruined it. Like, what did he do to her? He probably called her a cunt.
Whew.
Or something.
Probably just
like, he was probably not nice to her because she was fucking nuts by her own admission, right? And, like, he didn't deal with that properly because he's a child. Like, they were children, right?
Yep.
They were in their early mid-20s. They're fucking children. So he was probably very mean to her while she was being fucking nuts, although she'd had, like, mental breakdowns and, like, was in
how long has this been? Like 2 years now?
2 years. Yes, you're right.
I'm echoing real bad coming back. It's coming from somebody.
So she was in, like, is it me?
I don't know.
Let me volume down.
I don't hear an echo.
Okay. I still hear myself.
How about now?
I don't know. Yeah, I can still do it.
I don't hear anything.
It's because it's playing through somebody to back into my ear holes.
I don't think it's me.
It's probably not. It's probably Derek.
Anyway,
I didn't hear it that time.
but I don't hear it either. Like, if it was Derek, I would hear it.
Okay, well, I don't hear it now.
All right, well, whatever
Sorry to
happened.
derail, but it was real bad.
Cool.
All right, whatever happened, fixed it. What was Kimberly? No. So was he probably inconsiderate to her mental struggles? Yes. Were her mental struggles probably just fucking terrible for him? Yeah. Did he ruin her life and ruin her career? No. Did she do that to him?
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? Okay, and
what a cop out.
I feel the need to put this out there, right? And it's like sometimes, man, two people just aren't meant to cohabitate, and right, like because of whatever. Like, bro, this shit that they had going on was just mixing oil and water, right? Like, especially towards the end when all of this fucking broke free, and you know, she's saying he's abusive, but in the meantime, he's fucking staying over at the other dude's place, but she's posting photos of fresh bruises and all, and then he's saying, hey, that's from a fucking match from like 5 years ago, and she's like, oh, here's a picture of you from 10 years ago with a Hitler mustache in the mirror in the privacy of our own home. Oh, WWE has come to terms with release of Nash Carter. Oh, my bad, I didn't mean for you to get fired. Like, what the fuck was the end of this shit show? And now 2.5 years later, a year and a half later, you want to come out and take partial responsibility for somebody that like was a part of your life, that you helped on this journey for him to achieve his dreams. Is this jealousy? This sounds like jealousy to me.
I mean, it's just it's toxicity is what it is. Like, he wasn't out there, like, he was just out there denying stuff, right? Like, he was like, look, none of this is real. She's like fucking losing it. She's checked herself in, and she had, like, he was just telling the truth. Now we know, like, now that everything's come out, now we know, right? Like, he was telling the truth the whole time. And she was just like, oh, we both did terrible things to each other. Like, no, you ruined his career publicly. He probably called you crazy and just told you to leave him alone. and that's
allegedly.
You didn't do that. So here we are now at this point.
He ruined her weekend. He ruined his life, or she ruined his life. That's
exactly
real fucking fair.
What a great take you had there, Derek.
Thanks.
Exactly.
What a great take, Bob. I'm actually really proud of you.
For him, he seems to have rebounded. He's with Gigi Dolan.
He is? Oh, hold on. I want to hear about the rebound.
Yeah, he's with Gigi Dolan. He has been since
I'd say almost 8-9 months now they've been together.
Yeah, it's been
he definitely leveled up.
Fuck yeah,
and
I mean, like I told you guys before, I hope she it's ugly as shit. I did.
Derek, that is very chauvinistic of you.
I mean, we don't gotta go there.
To be more considerate to a woman.
She maybe did that thing with her tongue that he liked. Anyway,
wow.
Tongues can move mountains at times.
Hey, so listen, I know what I'm gonna download and listen to in the morning. Ric Flair showed up at Joe Rogan's studio today in Austin, Texas. Can't wait to see what that be like.
Do you think Joe Rogan even knew he was coming? Ric Flair probably didn't even know where he was going.
Yeah, because Tony Hinchcliffe was there, and this is a bucket list thing for Tony Hinchcliffe, to sit down with Ric Flair. Tony Hinchcliffe is such a fucking Ric Flair fanboy that it is the most fucking ridiculous thing ever. So yes, this was set up, but yeah.
So I have a hot take on this. I bet that this interview sucks.
Guaranteed. Absolute dog shit.
Rick is going to be drunk or high and just be off on a zillion.
Well, he's definitely going to be high because he's going to be with Rogan.
Yeah. And he's going to be off on a zillion different tangents. And
you know what I'm really concerned about?
Really going to tie together.
You know what I'm really concerned about? I'm really concerned about Rogan because if you listen to Rogan, he asks some hard-hitting questions, right? And we all agree that Flair's a little senile. He's a little crazy.
I mean, he almost died a couple times. Yeah.
And he's going to get super high and he's probably going to be sipping on some little drinky drinks. What's going to happen is what kind of questions is Rogan going to answer at different points or ask during different points of this interview that may catch Rick off guard. That's what I'm
talk
most
about
interested.
Aliens. I feel like it's going to go one of two ways. Either Joe's gonna get deep into Rick's past, the 70s, and they're gonna talk deep about the 70s and stuff and plane crashes and things like that. Or they're gonna talk about fucking aliens. There's really no.
I guess it just depends on which Rogan showed up to record today, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, it's either gonna be. So you were in 2 plane crashes. Let's talk about that. You broke your back in 1975 or whatever. Before they're going to talk about that, or he's going to talk about you almost died, and it's either going to be. I feel like it might be really boring, or a little bit So, in my opinion, the worst Joe Rogan interview ever is with Kanye West.
Dude, you know what? That was the most anticipated thing ever, and I still haven't listened to it.
It's so bad. It's so bad. There are so many times where I'm just I have to shut this off. This is
because Joe was publicly lobbying for that interview for a long time.
It was
right?
So bad. It wasn't Joe's fault particularly, but it was so bad. We were talking about oil and water. This was that. Joe is generally great at interviewing people.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about Neil deGrasse Tyson, literally anybody who is on a fringe of kind of a little bit out there, kind of crazy, Joe is really good at think of it how good his interview with Elon Musk is, his interviews with Neil deGrasse Tyson are, the plethora of comedians.
Joe's a closet intellectual, right? Everybody just looks at Joe Rogan like this fucking guy that's out here spewing this crazy conspiracy stuff, but like he's a smart dude. He's got eclectic taste, and I think that he just puts his time and energy into things that he wants the answers to, not necessarily what people around him thinks he needs to find answers to, right?
So the Kanye stuff was just like, I don't want to say it was off the rails. It wasn't off the rails per se, but it was like everything Joe looked to get out of Kanye was so uninteresting. It was so infuriatingly uninteresting. And like Kanye went off on his own tangents as well in the middle of a lot of this. Like it's a long interview.
Well, obviously. I mean, all of his shit's long, but I mean, Kanye West going off on his own tangents doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
I mean,
so this is going to be that then, because remember,
it's going to be drunk ramblings.
Because we compared Ric Flair to Kanye West earlier at the end of 2022 when he was just out here fucking throwing everybody under the bus.
Yeah, it's going to be drunk ramblings like that, and it's I don't know that it'll be as bad per se. I don't think Rick is as long-winded as Kanye is. We'll put it that way. Not as long-winded. Buddy, you have not heard this interview. It is batshit. Like Rick's answers are going to be batshit.
Oh, I can't wait.
But they're not going to be 30 minutes.
Sign me up.
They're not going to be 30 minutes each batshit. It's going to be 5-minute intervals of batshit.
Sign me up.
Yeah. So it'll either be great or it'll be terrible.
Well, one way or the other, I'm gonna be there to watch it go down. So I'm.
You know what was mid?
Whoa! Wait, what?
You know what was a mid? Joe Rogan interview? The Undertaker. It was mid.
First of all, The Undertaker fucking threw today's wrestling superstars under the fucking bus in that interview.
That was 10 minutes of what was a 2-hour interview.
I mean, it was only mid because, like, we as stupid wrestling fans that are far too invested knew all of the things about him that Rogan discussed with him.
I mean, that's probably what the
You think that's what this is going to be?
Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be a recap. It's going to be 2 hours of recap and like 30 minutes of rambling.
I don't know. I'm going to listen to it regardless.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, if I were you and you got international flights coming up, I'd just fucking save that shit.
Well, it's not. I'm opening Spotify right now. I don't think it's up yet. I think it goes out tomorrow.
I looked earlier. I was trying to, because I saw it and I was like, I could start this. Nope, I can't. It's not here.
Last time I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast on Spotify was a very, very long time ago.
I watch the clips. I watch clips on YouTube when I find them interesting, but like otherwise.
Yeah, but they don't do that anymore realistically because
really you're right.
Because of the Spotify deal. Because that's how I used to do it. But it's not live. I just checked.
Better.
What are you drinking, bub?
This is so I've only had pretty much. So this is Lagunitas Colossal.
I like Lagunitas, man. I think Lagunitas makes some good stuff.
I'll actually
not only they make good stuff, they make like really like well priced stuff, and it's brewed in fucking California, and it's tasty. Here. It gets here. It's clean, and it's. I'll be honest with you, since I like kind of cut out like I don't drink that much, particularly. Like I've gotten back into it a little bit. Like I drink once-ish a week. It's like it's very clean, and I wake up like not like, oh my god, like I don't have a hangover for like 9 hours, right? Like it's just sleep in a little bit, I'm good.
I wish I could say that I haven't been drinking that much. Tom, you and I talked about it on Wednesday. Derek wasn't here, so I'll give the recap. But I've been on a bottle kill journey. And
saved me $1 zillion by not drinking that.
Truth be
told,
Good
I
for you,
bought
Bob.
I put a Xbox One or Xbox Series S in my bedroom because
I just finished this.
I just got this from this is a wooden yo-yo.
Oh, I
from,
bet you're fucking your little yo-yo chub's hard over there with the
It
wooden
is.
yo-yo.
So this is from TomCoon.com. Tom Coon yo-yos were they were out of my price range as a child.
Oh, that's the dude that makes them in his garage, right?
He did when we were kids, yes. However, Tom Coon, he expanded when we were kids also. The
Didn't
special,
you get to interview him for one of your things, or
I
were?
didn't. Unfortunately, Tom Coon is approaching 80, and I have never met the man. And he lives down south, and he doesn't go to stuff anymore. He was a yo-yo entrepreneur and master, a yo-yo master in the 70s and the 80s. And the No Jive, which you may have heard of before, was sort of the as far as fixed axle yo-yos are concerned, and to this day, really is sort of the be all end all of fixed axle yo-yos. And I do have a few of them that I cherish very much. However, this is a 2023 version, and this was late, I believe, and I'm not entirely sure, but this was sent to me by Brad Countryman, who was BC yo-yos in the 90s, and we could get these for $12.99 as kids in specialty toy stores. However, I paid $23 for this one. It is a 2023 yo-yo, and it says 1975 to 2023. I got it from the Tom Coon site, and it's basically the champion shape. It's the Imperial with the little, but man, is this good. And I know they stained it because the stain is still a little. It was sticky when it showed up, the stain, and it still smells like stain. And I've had this now for a week, so it didn't cure long enough, but that's okay because it's now with me, and I love it. So I'm very excited to have the 2023 version of a yo-yo that I loved so much back in the 1995 or whatever. So now I've got one, and it's tremendous. Yeah. It's tremendous. I've been playing the crap out of it. I've been throwing it real hard. I'll probably wear the axle out, and it'll split in half, and I'll be very excited about it. And I'll buy another one, and I won't take it out of the package, but I'll be excited about that because friction, baby. Anyway,
Derek, what are you doing over there, bub?
I am actually installing the pump as we speak, and I'm about done. I might have a real life computer again, fellas.
Didn't I tell you to do this like 4 days ago? 5 days ago?
No, well,
Monday.
Remember the nerd came out today?
Right.
The nerd said the cooler was bad.
So, are you going to get a refund for that cooler?
Yeah, I went to Best Buy today.
So, wait, the nerd came to you, and then he left, and then you went to Best Buy.
That's how it worked. I didn't say it was a great service. It was just a service.
So I'd have probably just gone to Best Buy and been like, this don't work.
Well,
yeah, you definitely added an extra step there, pal.
Yeah. I'd have been like, I'd have taken it all out and been like, I put this in and this don't work. And they'd have been like, did you do it right? And you'd be like, yes, man. I do this for a living.
Yeah, I'm an IT specialist.
I'm so special.
I make pooters work at work.
Do you remember when Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl?
No, but I remember when Derek showed up to the IT place with the broken computer and didn't know what to do.
Oh, baby.
You can do it.
You can do it all night, huh?
Oh, no, we suck again.
Hey, how about the Steelers making moves in the offseason, bro? Huh?
Steelers making moves. I mean, hopefully they don't suck next year. I mean, it's so
they came together at the end of the season.
Because, I've been saying, how about them Steelers for, I don't know, when was the last Super Bowl we won? 2009?
8.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying, how about them Steelers for...
Maybe, 8. Because we won the Cup in 09.
Like I said, I've been saying, how about them Steelers for a long time, and it's fucking
Yeah, well, I mean, last year was a little bit of a rebuilder. You know what I mean?
We'll bet.
Listen. I am still very much not on the Kenny Pickett train. So
Really? Because
like,
I am.
yeah,
I'm
not.
on the Kenny
I'm
train.
not. I think that, and listen, this is a hot take amongst Steelers fans, and like I'm sure that many Steelers fans listen to this are gonna fucking bust my balls, but it is what it is. I don't feel like we gave Mitch Trubisky a fucking fair shake. Like I look at the offense that Kenny Pickett runs versus the offense that fucking Mitch Trubisky was given, and they are two totally different pieces of business. And Kenny Pickett's offense works. Now, some will say that's because it's Kenny Pickett, but all I know is run, punt is not what Kenny Pickett is doing. Okay.
No.
So let's just call it what it is. But you know what? Maybe I'm hoping because it feels like the Steelers are all in on Kenny Pickett. I mean, listen, he's a good looking guy. He's well spoken. He was a Pitt. He played for Pitt football. They just didn't want to Dan Marino themselves again. I get that. I understand the logic behind what they did. But I'm just not there yet. So hopefully this year, we'll have a good showing. We don't even need to make the playoffs. Let's just be let's be a contender this year. And I'll be fucking seated back on the bus. But like, I don't know, man. I want the Steelers to be great. I want the Steelers to be great, but I'm just not there yet.
I like what you did there, talking about the bus.
Well, got to get my man. Got to keep him rolling, old 3-6. That's literally the only man in the history of men that I have considered putting a tattoo of on my body.
I mean, if you're gonna pick anybody, I mean, I can't. I couldn't fault you for Jerome Bettis, that's for sure.
I always wanted to put him on my shin in the Urlacher moment.
I mean, even if you just put a 3-6 down there, like a 36 or something.
I'm going whole Jerome right on the shin.
I mean, that's cool.
Beating Urlacher. Just womp.
I mean, that's cool and all. I don't know that I would trust anybody to like tattoo like.
Not anymore. My guy passed away. Fucking.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I wouldn't trust a guy to tattoo a human on me. If I wasn't 100% into every last he had. So yeah, if your guy passed away, it's no more, no faces for you.
No, not at all. Not at all. So
if
Derek,
I find a guy, I don't have any tats, obviously. If I find a guy that I'm like, dude, this fucking guy.
Does that make me less than?
Huh?
That I have does that make me less than that I have tattoos?
No, I don't. I just don't
Calm
feel
down,
like
Slender Man.
I just don't feel like I don't feel like I've got something that I want to put on myself for eternity yet. I want to get around to putting my kids' names on like here.
But fucking shit hurts, pal.
That's fine. Look, if I'm gonna get a tattoo, it's gonna hurt, and I'm just gonna I'll just do the one that hurts first, and then I'll decide.
Great logic.
Okay, that hurt a lot. Do I want any more? And then maybe I'll be yeah, I do. Or
my wife has a real tiny one right here, right? She's like, yeah, I'm good. No more, never again.
It's like a little one right there.
It's as big as a quarter. No bullshit. It's as big as a quarter. She's like, yeah, I'm good. Never again.
I'm just look, I just want I'll put them. Like I said, I'll probably, if anything,
Derek has a tattoo.
What I would do is I would put my daughter on my right arm because she's right-handed, and I would put it in real nice Evelyn, real nice woo-hoo. And then Damien would be right here because he's a lefty, but it would be in Metallica font. So it would be this beautiful beautiful writing from my beautiful daughter, and then this fucking but now the difference is when you meet my kids, my daughter's fucking nuts. just crazy, right? Like you meet an unhinged individual when you meet her. Sweet as pie. Beautiful, sweet as pie, right? Unhinged individual will bust your balls upon seeing you. Fuck's wrong with you? Like that's Evie. Damien, nicest guy. Hey, how's it going? We'll be quiet with you. Listen to what you have to say. Make a joke about it. Can I go now? Like that's Damien. Metal, right? Like that's him.
Must not have worked.
Did it work?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. It's not plugged in yet. Gotta plug it in.
Oh, got to put the RAM back.
Derek has a tattoo. He's got
It's
fucking
Slender
Slender Man on his wrist.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that. See, I thought you were gonna say he's got somebody else's dick tattooed on his ass.
I mean, he probably has
That'd be
somebody's
funnier.
dick near his ass. I mean,
That'd be funnier, right? If it was somebody else. But whatever it was like, so like, you know, what if he could tattoo his own dick on his body? Like, okay, here's a picture of my dick. Tattoo that right here. But let's tattoo somebody else.
well, this is going off the rails, huh?
Has he?
Isn't that the point of Freestyle Friday?
It sure is the point of Freestyle Friday. Hey, listen, I gotta get up. I gotta get a bottle of whiskey.
All right, I'm gonna turn on the big light for just
I have a bottle to get to. Hold on. Get a bottle.
And then hopefully we're going to be in rainbow RGB Nirvana.
Wait, it's gonna work?
I hope so. That's the plan.
By the will of God. That's not it. Where's my fucking...
So, Tom, before you got here, before you logged in, I said, man, Derek, I got to take it easy. I am the opposite of taking it easy.
Well, you know.
But you know what? Tonight's a special night. Tomorrow's going to be...
Buddy, I got to tell you, on at the end of the week, I live a little bit as though a bachelor would live. And I got to be honest, it's pretty nice. If I were to put it to, if I were to rate it, it's very like, well, I don't have any responsibility. I don't have any responsibility in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, some nights I just kind of like hang out and do nothing.
Let it all hang out.
I just put some shows on in the bed and just hang out there. And I'm like, oh, am I gonna watch another one? Yeah, I am. Or actually, like I said, I got an Xbox Series S. I put it in the ye old bedroom there.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm like, you know what?
I'm just gonna lay in bed and play Xbox. You know?
Yeah. Diablo 3 calling my name. I could press forward and hit
Hey.
the...
Hey, so Derek.
Yes, sir.
I did the opposite of what I told you I was gonna do.
Oh shit.
I just busted out a big dog here. Look at this.
Oh shit.
Do I hear your fucking... Why does your PC sound like it's a grill not starting up? Like, you know,
That's my
like
keyboard. I'm one of those assholes that has a clicky keyboard.
why do you have a clicky keyboard? What the fuck? Oh, because you buy. I know why. Never mind.
So Big Pat was supposed to join us.
Is Big Pat all right? I miss Big Pat.
I mean, he was supposed to come and hang out. He was all in, and then he got home from work and he turned on the Cavs in the Knicks game, and we lost him.
You know, it happens. I have no animosity toward Big Pat.
No, I'm getting ready to spend an entire fucking week with him. So like,
Yeah, he'll be good. He'll be all right.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
he thought too. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna spend a fucking week with this guy. I'm just
yeah, but he really wanted to fucking come on. I'm still trying to fucking peer pressure him in, but it's just not working.
pressure pressing down on me, pressing down on you.
So I'm buying a car.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
So I'm real excited, right? Like, so I think that everybody
I'm
knows.
excited
Like,
for you, actually.
I'm big into my Jeep. I love my Jeep. Like, it's a fucking Jeep, right? Like,
Yeah.
It
ain't a commuter vehicle though.
No.
I've been in it. It's a Jeep thing.
I do love it though. And
it's
like,
great. No, dude, your Jeep is fantastic. Look, don't let me like fucking dog your Jeep.
No,
like, be a dick, but it's fucking great. Like your Jeep is cool as shit. I
feel so bad that like I'm buying a fucking daily driver.
You really shouldn't. Like you're buying a cool daily driver.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
So,
I can't wait.
Like, guys, I'm buying a Toyota Corolla so I can drive to work on fucking Monday. Like that's not what it is.
So I'm buying a Honda CRZ, right?
Yeah.
Which it's like a slow little shitty commuter car, but it looks fucking fast as fuck, right? It's fast as fuck, boy.
CRZs aren't that slow, like.
But like, I always wanted a Honda CRX when I was growing up. Always. My buddy had one in high school. It was the fucking coolest car ever, and I always wanted one. So this is me kind of getting that car, right?
With that
and
engine.
When I showed my wife, yeah, this one doesn't have VTEC. It has the IMA, which is Integrated Motor Assist.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I showed it to my wife for the first time, her reaction was the most genuine, priceless thing that I could have ever received, and it made my heart smile. Like, I showed it to her. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go look at this car tomorrow. You know, gets really good gas mileage. You know, blah 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 blah." She's like, "Oh, I think that's a good idea. You know," and I showed it to her. She goes, "Huh, that's a fuckboy car." And I was just like, yes, I love it. It made me so happy. Because, like, you know, that was kind of the predominant thing when we were growing up, right, Tom? Fast and the Furious, the fucking sport compact cars, and that was the car scene when we were growing up. So
look, as a stupid little motherfucker who drove a 90 Ford Ranger with fucking 80 horsepower.
Hey, bro, I drove a Dodge Neon, okay?
Look, yeah,
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
A fucking 90 Ford Ranger. Look, my 90 Ford Ranger at least could carry.
I remember that fucking. You had the Splash Edition, didn't you?
Him?
You?
No,
me?
Yeah, Tom. You wasn't that Ranger?
Ford, the Ranger? No, that my Ranger was red. It was only red.
Yeah, but wasn't it a Splash Edition, that Ranger, though?
Only red.
Okay.
Hard red. It was my father's. He bought it when I was a child, when I was 6. And I was like, Dad, I want to drive. He's like, all right, you're going to drive the truck. Fuck. This shit was like, at the point when I learned how to drive, was 10 years old. Was lifted, had fucking bald ass tires. And like, anyway, so I drove that shit to school every day. And then when I went to college, I bought a with my father's help, with half of my money went towards a 99 Toyota Camry, which I drove to 250,000 miles until the shocks were basically mush. And like I would hit a pothole and like the bottom would scrape on the pavement, like, and it smelled like breadsticks and
regret.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Breadsticks and regret. I was gonna go with breadsticks and Alfredo, but let's go with breadsticks and regret.
Hey, focus.
Anyway,
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce friend of the show, Pat Martin.
We got two friends of the show tonight. We got Derek and Pat.
Brother?
Pat, you're looking swole tonight, buddy. How you been?
Listen, I've been peer pressuring Pat for like 35 minutes. Right? I'm like, hey, fucking game's over, dude.
Hey, we suck.
Well, we got double Derek. What the fuck just happened?
Well, his computer
Why did we have
works.
two Dereks? You know, the other Derek was in higher definition. I just want to point that out.
Look, now he doesn't have no audio. Look, he's gonna be a mess for like 10 minutes, Pat.
Yeah, we got.
I only
no
have
Derek
like
for a while.
this much battery.
Hey,
Well, Pat,
how you
it's
feel
good to
about
see
the
you for
Cavs,
that
bud?
much time.
Well, the Cavs could not hit a three-pointer tonight, which resulted in the worst game of the season.
the only team to score under 80 points in the entirety of the NBA season this year. Whew.
Only in Cleveland.
In a playoff game, Bub.
Right. Well, we got next game.
That's great. Listen, that's great Cleveland mentality. You know, like I just there's always next time. You know, like at least you got Ohio State, Bub.
We'll get them next time. The story of Cleveland. Is that a book title? Actually, I feel like it is. We'll get them next time.
You know, a lot of famous people
Cleveland
are from
story.
Ohio. Just remember that. More than
The
any
Miz
place
is from
you've ever been.
Ohio.
Who's
He
from
is.
Ohio?
So is Dolph.
The Miz, Dolph
Oh,
Oh
Ziggler.
yeah, the Miz and Dolph, and so is
Al Snow.
Yeah.
Al Snow. So
Yeah.
is
Corey Graves is from Pittsburgh.
Who?
Corey Graves.
Wardlow.
Oh.
Wardlow's from Cleveland.
Dr. Britt Baker's from Pittsburgh.
Dr. Brett, yeah.
Elias
so
is from Pittsburgh.
Elias, yeah.
Kurt Angle is from
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I
Bruno
know Kurt
Sammartino's
Angle.
from Pittsburgh.
He won
the
a-
greatest of all time.
He
Bruno
won a gold
Sammartino.
medal with a broken freaking neck. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard the story, you know. Like,
Bruno Sammartino's from Pittsburgh. He's also like the greatest of all. He's been the WWE champion like for more days than anybody will be alive. Really, he was what, the WWE champion for like 100 years, something like that.
it
I
was
might be
8,
off a little bit.
It was 8, but
8, 100. What's the difference? Nobody's gonna hit either of those. So whatever.
no doubt. Hey, BP, dude, I'm so fucking pumped you're here, though.
Dude, we're about to have a nice week, man.
I can't wait, pal. I'm real excited. Really fucking excited. And I'm excited that you joined us. The boys are excited that you joined us. We've been talking about it all fucking week. So it's awesome that
We've
you're
been
here.
talking about it all night. If we're gonna be honest,
We have not stopped talking about you joining us tonight, which is fucking dope. So we appreciate you coming and hanging
not
out.
talked about much wrestling, but we've talked about like
We talked a little wrestling.
like
We talked a little wrestling.
like 10% wrestling.
but that's what
30%
Freestyle Friday is
like
all about. There,
Pat's
pal.
coming to hang out with us, maybe, hopefully,
I
and
made
like
it.
the rest kind of nonsense.
And Derek's been fixing his computer that's been broke for like 9
And it
weeks.
works.
It's
Look,
only
look
4 weeks
at
old.
it. It works because he's here. Look at how it works. And he can't
No,
talk.
He doesn't have any.
No
He
voice.
doesn't have a
Derek,
microphone.
he can't
Bob.
hear you.
Why can't he
You
get
got.
on his iPhone just like me?
I forgot
Yeah,
to
he-
unmute the shit.
Ah!
He had some issues on his iPhone on Wednesday.
Oh, no.
Pat. They seem to be legitimate, but I mean, you're here now, so obviously you need to tell Derek how easy it is to get on to the television screen show thing that we do here through your iPhone. I mean,
hate
I did
you
it while I was behind the wheel of a vehicle once. Do you remember, Derek?
Derek's just hitting a bomb.
And Derek's just hitting a bong, just fucking
We're gonna get fucking kicked off. of YouTube.
Celebrate, buddy. It's Freestyle Friday, motherfuckers.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
let's
okay,
go
that's
Freestyle
Friday.
Friday.
This
This is what you
Freestyle
want.
Friday. Fuck being on YouTube. Fuck
Hey
it,
Tom,
right?
did you
It's
Tom,
legal in my state, bitch.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Tom, did you celebrate the holiday, Tom?
No. I went to
Damn it,
softball.
Tom.
I went to
We'll do it
softball.
for you.
I was there till 9 p.m. I came home, I took a shower, and I fell into bed.
Oh, Tom.
I'm sorry. We are in the midst of soccer, baseball, and softball season, so
Hey, Tom, you keep us grounded, bud, and we
So,
love you.
like-
for that.
Father would be very disappointed in you.
5 nights a week, I have a sport to go to. Somebody's
That's
sport.
sweet.
Somebody
it's
playing
not mine, unfortunately.
Carson's god awful at soccer, by the way. Can we just talk about
Who me? I'm bad at soccer.
No, my child.
My child.
I mean,
Hey,
he's
buddy.
only what, 5, right? 3?
He just don't
Yeah, I
listen.
mean, look, everybody's bad at soccer at 3.
Maybe. I know I raised one, but maybe he's a lineman. Big and tough like his dad. You know what I mean?
Look, man, I've run into you like a dozen times. Well, like maybe he's meant for that.
Start getting him mad and start having to hit people, and then he'd be a defensive lineman.
This is what it's like to run into Walt. Okay,
I'm in-
have you ever hit a wall running full speed, and has that wall ever leaned
here
into
he
you a
goes.
little bit and then
Here he
picked
goes.
you up?
Hey, you know what was really fun?
I have an
Go
idea.
into a mosh
I
pit.
have an
God.
idea. Let's
I
get
have an
Walt
idea.
and me lined up. We're gonna have a foot
Please.
race on the beach, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna see which fat guy is faster.
No, I have an
We're
idea.
gonna see which fucking-
Look,
I'm the biggest.
That's usually where this conversation goes, right? Anytime we start talking about
Oh,
athletics
my
and such,
God.
Pat's always like,
No. It
I'll
normally
fucking beat
it
you.
should go that way, but I have an idea. You
Okay,
move
what's your
some
idea,
of that
bud?
stuff in the background. You get some wrestling mats, and then you train Carson from the age of 3 to be a professional wrestler. He can start taking bumps on the show. Okay, we can show progress. Dude, like I'm talking like we can think of his name. We can all come up with it. He can start wearing the luchador mask. Like,
Oh,
let's
shit.
get this fucking going.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let's make that happen.
You know,
Lindsay,
Uncle Pat will help you buy some wrestling mats and teach him wrestling, I promise. And then you
that's
guys
awesome.
can bring your kids
God.
over. Dude, you guys can bring your kids over, and it could be a hoedown, man.
I'm putting on Cocaine Bear. So real talk though, has anybody ever like run full speed into Walt?
I have.
Yeah.
And he goes down.
Okay. Look, I'm not.
Why have we all done this? Why did each of us at some point in our life be like, this is a good idea?
Look, at this point in time, Walt probably had 80 pounds on me. Walt, would you say? 8. We'll go with 80 pounds on me. I hit Walt, and he leaned into me. And I went and I was running. He was maybe jogging, but I was running full speed, and he went, and I went, laid flat. The next thing I feel is somebody grab my hand and pull me up, and I had to get up. Like I didn't have an option, right? Like if it was either I stood on my feet or he threw me into the air, and it was like I just like popped up, and I'm like. And he goes, "You all right, bud?" And I go, "Yeah." Because what else do you say to that? And he patted me on the chest and went, "Good game." And that was it. That was fucking it. That was like, after that, I went, "All right, I'm not doing that again." And that was the one and only time I ever did that, because I didn't think it was going to happen like that. I thought maybe I'd get out of the way, but instead Walt went, boop, and I went, I hit the ground, and I'll never forget it, although it's a little fuzzy.
Why was PFC Cleopatra sent to Mount America? This fire team had been involved in
So you wouldn't believe this, but I have watched wrestling lately. So let's see what you guys think about wrestling.
Okay, let's have at it. I love whenever you bring some questions in for us.
I just want, like, do you guys really love the bloodline? Like, is it that awesome?
Yeah.
I just feel like we need some good guys to come around, you know? Like,
Well, it's coming down the back side, right, bud? So like eventually that's gonna start crumbling. So it's already kind of hit the crescendo of the song, so to speak. And we're gonna start coming down the back end here where shit's gonna start falling apart. So I mean, it's still the best fucking storyline.
Who's gonna get cut? For the 50 billion, there's 50 million in cuts. I read that stupid article about with the UFC. They're going to make 50 million in cuts in WWE in the next like 3 months.
I'm just going to throw out here a bunch of fucking back office people and probably LA Knight. Because if you can't make a match for this
LA Knight's
man,
a fucking star, pal.
No, but listen, man, if you can't make a match,
they're gonna split those titles, and LA Knight's getting the title. They're gonna cut Boogs. They're gonna cut fucking a lot of NXT. Unfortunately,
it sucks.
They're probably gonna cut fucking what's his name, Gable Steveson. They're probably cutting that guy.
Do you think they're gonna cut him? Because like I keep hearing things coming out of fucking just the rumor mill, right? It's like he's just not wowing people at the PC.
Well, it's just he's not getting it. Like it's not clicking with him. Like he's not. They don't even have him on NXT. Like he's not even like having matches on NXT. They got NXT is not getting that many eyeballs. Let's be fair, and he's not going to be pulling eyeballs to NXT. And that's how they're feeling right now. Because if they thought, you know what, Gable Steveson we could get 1 million views on NXT if we put Gable Steveson on here, and they're not doing that because Shawn Michaels doesn't believe that, and
well, if Shawn Michaels doesn't believe that, then okay, I think that it was a dumb fucking decision in the first place, and I'm glad that it backfired in their faces. It's just unfortunate that. It's to the detriment of Triple H, right? But at the same point in time, I mean, we've got Kevin over here fucking starting a feud with Shinsuke. So, Pat, what else you got for us, bub?
Good old Kev. Let's see. Look, if Shinsuke can't get Kev over, Kev's going to get cut too.
Hey, bud, you said the same thing about Rey Mysterio.
You don't like Rey?
Look, they haven't cut anybody. No. We're talking about Kev. And Ray didn't
Cross.
Kev over either. And look, I'm just saying that like Kev's getting like shot number 4. Like this is like the fact that he's gotten more chances than just about anybody at this point. Am I wrong?
No.
I mean, I can't think of anybody who's gotten more chances than him. Man, if this doesn't get over, if something doesn't change with his character that like gets him over with the crowd or gets him booed, fuck. Like he better fucking come out like head shaved, maybe in a kilt this next time. I don't know, but like he's not over and he's getting under is what he's getting.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Are we ready to cut Karrion Kross at this point?
I've got to say that it's coming, right? Like,
I mean, him and Scarlett can go. It just sucks.
It's just he's just not getting over. Like I got nothing against the guy. He seems like a nice guy. He's just not
sure.
He's not over. He can't get himself over. He's had the utmost of opportunities at this point. He's getting under at this point.
I don't know. Pat, what else you got?
Okay, so in similar article, how long can the WWE sustain the smaller subsidies? Like, how much money does 300,000 viewers make? 500,000? It said that SmackDown has more viewers than Raw. I mean, I wouldn't have known that, but how long can the lower ones what do you make money? Do you make money off 300,000 viewers?
What are you talking about? The smaller things that are getting 300,000 views.
Like how long can them as a business keep running like NXT and all these other like little shows that they do?
I mean, WWE makes $1 billion a year. They're making money hand over fist. So how long can they continue the way they're continuing? I mean, indefinitely, and make money hand over fist.
Yeah, but new ownership might change that.
might change how they're making money or stop making.
No,
I
I mean,
mean,
like-
new ownership is going to stop making money. I mean, if they don't change anything right now,
No, new ownership might stop hemorrhaging money.
they're not hemorrhaging money though. Like they're
I
making
know
money.
that, but I'm just saying, like, if
I
they
guess
look
what
at
I
something,
mean, if,
So
like,
you're
the
looking at
company
something
comes
that's
in-
like the matter of like, all right, it costs us X amount of dollars to produce NXT. However, NXT loses, $100,000 a year or whatever it loses, whatever that loss is. NXT probably operates at a little bit of a loss occasionally.
well, I think that WWE has finally come to realize that the castration of the NXT brand that occurred 18 months ago was probably the worst business decision that they could have ever made, right?
I mean, that's
Because you went from a
business
show
decision.
that was fucking regularly bringing in 900,000 viewers every single week, even
very often over $1 million.
even broke 1 million several times, and then we were just like, we're good. Let's just completely fucking shift gears.
Lost
and
Adam Cole, baby.
It
I
looks
mean, they
slow.
lost fucking everybody.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, all those guys are gone.
So we went from looking at NXT as a third brand to NXT going back to being true developmental, which is fine. But like, we fumbled the fuck out of the rebrand of NXT. So I mean,
why that's why it's the white and gold now.
Okay, it still fucking sucks.
Yeah, I mean, no, actually, I don't know if you watched this week. It's becoming.
I haven't watched
good
NXT
programming.
in almost a year, bub.
It's becoming good programming again. It's becoming good TV again. Like
I got
within the
nothing for it, man.
Within the last 3 months, it's becoming good television.
Overnight, NXT went from my most viewed show of the fucking week. Like, I started my wrestling work week with NXT every single week to it's not even on my fucking radar.
How many weeks after Braun Breaker kicked through the logo did you finally fucking call it?
Done. Fucking right there, done.
Yeah,
it was.
I might have
moment.
been done before that.
Oh no, I wasn't done before that.
Like,
I took a break. I'll call it that.
I mean, the
But
only glimmer of hope
now.
they had was fucking Tommaso Ciampa. And it's like, now here we are. We got this fucking chooch fucking kicking down a goddamn NXT logo. And we've got this fucking tie-dyed, splattered paint shit all over the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I mean, listen, he's fucking probably a generational talent. And I do think that he's got a lot of tools in the fucking tool bag. But, like, I'm not fucking turning on Tuesday night to watch him. I'm just not doing it. He is not drawing my eyes like a Tommaso Ciampa and a Johnny Gargano. Okay. So like, because it's different. Like I used to watch NXT for the fucking sport aspect of fucking professional wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And there was a fucking fair amount of storyline and it was fucking done well. And then they want to just fucking put a pee-pee in Triple H's boo-boo. Okay, and just fuck the whole thing.
He was,
because he was at his cardiac issue. So you know what, Pat? To answer your fucking question, they could get rid of NXT tomorrow, and I wouldn't give two fucking shits.
No, I mean, like, because it's really you're trying to please the stockholders, and how much money does a new business want to continue to lose? And I guess my main question was, let's say they drop NXT. Does that mean they're not going to still have like people practicing and like get to the next level, or like what wonder what happens?
The Performance Center is never going to go anywhere. I mean, that's really where the work is done, right? Like they put these guys at NXT like that's reps in front of the camera to get better for the television show that is fucking Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, right? And the PC is where those skills are learned, but you just get that repetition in front of the camera. They could fucking still do that in the old format with dark matches and shit like that. So I don't think the PC goes anywhere. Look at these two fucking idiots. They're just mesmerized up here. Like
I'm watching Cocaine Bear.
Okay, I got a couple more and then I got to go.
Okay.
So do you guys think that it would ever be possible that after Enzo Amore and Big Cass get through DDP Yoga that they will rejoin the WWE and become champions.
Hey,
No.
Enzo just fucking drop kicked a fucking Grumpy of the Seven Dwarfs on national fucking YouTube television.
Yeah,
Okay, and then got fucking fired for that. Okay,
yeah, I did.
Enzo Amore will never step
Star
foot into
doing it,
WWE ever again.
Fuck.
Not even if he buys a ticket because he's banned everywhere.
I mean, same thing with Big Cass, dude. Big Cass beat up a little person. As
Personally,
well.
though,
That's
personally,
apparently
I would
both
welcome
of them
him
beating
back
up
with
little
open
people
arms.
got
Absolutely.
them fired.
I love some Enzo. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care that he's a douche. I'm sure he is. I would fucking hate to deal with him in the locker room. I'm sure. But he entertains the shit out of me whenever that camera turns red. So I don't know.
He is not my problem, and at no point was somebody like, "Hey, do you want this guy to be your problem?" No, sir, no, thank you. No, hard no, nope.
Okay. So that big, huge, I don't know his name. Sorry. That big, huge black guy that I've seen on TV, the wrestler. He's in WWE. He's like fucking huge, dude.
Bobby Lashley?
Oh, almost?
Yeah, that guy almost. Is
Yeah.
he actually? I haven't got to see him wrestle, but is he actually? Could he be something special someday? Or is he just going to be like the Giant Gonzalez or something?
Hey, did you watch the opening match on WrestleMania Night 2?
I didn't.
Okay, because I know that you watched. I know you watched Night 2, but you got off work late that night. I remember because we were talking. Hey, Bob, that fucking guy. No,
he works in this little circle in the middle of the ring. Like somebody drew a circle for him, and like even if he leaves that circle, he goes right back to it and he stands there. No, Omos is let's put Shawn Michaels at a 10, right? Let's just for the sake of the pod and for the sake of like discussion, right? Shawn Michaels is a 10, right? He's everywhere, right? He's on the road. He's on the turnbuckles in the corners. He works every corner of the ring and the outside, and he can work the mic, all that stuff. Omos, as far as a wrestler, as far as his reach is concerned, Omos works about a 1. He's a 1 out of 10. If Shawn Michaels is a 10, Omos is a 1, and that is a level of where Shawn Michaels works 10 out of 10. The areas of the arena and the ring, Omos works 1 out of 10, and that 1 is a little square in the dead center of the ring, and he doesn't really leave that. That's his comfort zone. And it sucks. It's really bad. It doesn't make it past 2 or 3 minutes. He's below Goldberg, if I'm being completely honest. Like Green Goldberg, like Goldberg.
Bro, I checked out for a full 10 minutes. You're still talking about Omos?
Who would you rather have right now, Gilbert or Goldberg?
Gilbert all day.
Yeah, I mean, how's Dwayne Gill doing? Is he alive?
Gilbert was Doink, right?
No.
Who was Doink?
No.
Well, it depends what iteration.
No, Doink was Smash, right? From Axe and Smash?
No.
Are you sure?
Doink was mad.
You're talking about Barry Darso, and he was the Repo Man.
Yeah, Repo Man, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a great gimmick. Remember when he repoed fucking Randy Savage's fucking cowboy hat?
Yes.
On Monday Night Raw?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Fucking
I
great
loved
television.
so I loved the era of WWE where like everybody had other jobs. Like fucking IRS was like, I'm an IRS man and I work for the IRS, but like here I am now, and
I also
gonna give you a clothesline.
But you better pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes.
All right, Pat. I know you got one more.
Is it possible that Goldust comes back in Royal Rumble this year for retirement? And what's going to happen with my boy Cody Rhodes? I mean, he deserves to be something special.
What's going to happen with Cody's going to win something.
Cody's gonna win the world championship. It's just a matter of time.
But not yet, because they feel as though they haven't built the Cody character up enough. And that's fair. And truthfully, I'm you have to look at it from the perspective, and this is just on Cody. You have to look at it from the perspective of the WWE brand. They don't believe that you watch both of their shows, let alone anybody else's show, right? So from that perspective, they need you to believe that they have shown you the struggle in real time that Cody Rhodes has done to get to that title, right? Especially with Roman. Like when Michael Cole said with Roman walking into WrestleMania, Roman has been champion for 945 days. I immediately went, Roman's going to win this. He's too close to 1,000. Too close to 1,000. So Roman's going to hit that 1,000 days, and it'll go after that. But
listen, when Gunther retained, I thought for sure Cody was winning. I didn't give a fuck about nothing because I thought for sure Cody was going to win when Gunther won.
That
was great.
It's all about the numbers with the WWE with the championship, right? It's all about the numbers. They want to get Roman over 1,000 days. And that's where we are with that. But
that puts him in sole possession of number 2 at 1,000 days, right?
Huh?
That puts him.
I mean, it puts him. No, actually, it puts him at number 4.
No, not for consecutive days. There's
because Hulk
way.
Hogan's at 1,400. Bruno Sammartino's at 9 years. Even Tito Santana's at 3,000 days. So it's
not as a world champion.
Yeah,
Tito was never a fuck.
Yeah, man.
Maybe in another division, not
No, I mean it's we're at levels of it puts him over 1,000 days. It puts him over Hulk Hogan title reigns post 1985.
Okay, I got one more, and then I gotta go. So we're doing the draft. All right, Derek, you go first. All right, Walt, you go second. Tom, you go third. I'm just, who I'm, and we can't pick the same person. I'm picking Cody Rhodes. That's my dog.
Well, what if he's not there? Are you?
Where are you drafting him? Where are you drafting him to?
This is the first 4 picks. Me,
first 4.
Derek,
Okay.
Walt, Tom. I'm picking Cody.
Okay.
For obvious reasons, because he's a Rhodes. Who are you picking?
I'm about to get so much shit for this. But if I am genuinely coming from a business aspect and I want to maximize my profits, maximize the show that I'm going to be able to put on the television, I'm going to pick Seth Rollins.
I'm shocked at that, but go ahead, Walt.
Yeah, explain. You can explain yourself. Why?
Why? I mean, okay, so for one, I would have went with Roman, but like we've already discussed earlier, the bloodline is obviously coming to an end, and I see Roman as the champion for maybe another year maximum, absolute maximum. Oh, nice Kutch Cup, very nice. But if I'm looking long-term storytelling, and I'm looking someone that can get. Okay, at this point, we can say he can get any gimmick over. He's kind of like the new age Chris Jericho in my book, as far as he can continually reinvent himself, come back, get over with the crowd. He got me over with him eventually. At first, I was dead against this weird Joker-esque type of gimmick he's got going on with the funky clothes and stuff, which I kind of feel like part of that comes from Becky. I feel like she's ripping him off at this point. She's ripping off his gimmick because her man shit is just dead in the water. No one cares anymore. It's all forced.
Bro, Big Time Bex was she was ahead of her time.
She was, but
then Seth started dressing like her. So, I mean, she started that. the whole fucking crazy clothes thing, that was big time Becky Lynch.
You were right though. That Riley chick, she's pretty badass. You guys are right.
Yeah.
You guys are right. All right, Walt,
right.
what you got, buddy? Oh, real quick, Walt, how much money would you give me for that signed McCutcheon jersey now?
So like his phone died.
Oh no.
We should still honor his wishes.
We
should still honor his wishes.
We will definitely still honor his wishes. But I will say this. I was so pissed because we had a signed McCutcheon jersey in the building, right? And we took it down for something. And it was just back there. And I was like, hey, man, I really want that. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm fucking giving it to the boy. I was like, fuck, man. So we have a signed McCutcheon jersey that is in Pat's possession. I had parameters. I needed to ask more questions, Tom, right? Because so I'm gonna just give my two scenarios here. So I'm picking in the WWE draft, and I need to main event a show. Who's my first fucking pick for that show, right? And then for me, the question I was gonna ask was, well, what if I'm trying to start something new, right? Want a whole new thing as a main eventer. So I have two answers to this question.
Good with both, and I won't pick either.
I bet that you don't. But if I was start fresh, my pick would be Elias.
Really?
Wow. Okay.
Listen,
are we just trying?
Look, I had him on my list.
Listen, heel Elias. All right, you can't generate the type of heel heat in WWE like that guy did. You remember fucking when him and KO were in the middle of the ring in Seattle, Washington?
Yeah.
What a fucking great segment in pro wrestling television.
One of the best.
That guy needs a fucking chance to do what he does. And he's, for whatever reason, not been given that opportunity to do what he does at a fucking higher level. And I think it's a goddamn shame for us as wrestling fans. And that's not just because he's a Pittsburgh boy. I see something special there as a fan. And I just want him to have a chance. But I mean, he's still on the board as far as current shit. Seth Rollins was a great pick, bud. But I mean, I'm still going to take Roman Reigns at pick number 3 because he's still Roman fucking Reigns.
Because you gotta. I'm glad you did, because I was going to do that.
I couldn't let him slip, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was gonna be like, I'm fucking Roman Reigns then. So Pat picked Cody, Seth, Roman, and I won't leave Elias off. I'll let you take Elias. Fuck. That being said, I mean, shit. What have I got left? All right, I'm gonna go a little bit out of left field here. And I'm gonna say AJ Styles.
At 44 years old, coming off of a broken leg, I'm playing devil's advocate here, bud.
Yes. Okay. So
because I don't disagree with you. It's a great pick.
You guys have taken everybody else, but to put it down to somebody who it's like, all right, I gotta put this on somebody's back, right? And I gotta let them run with it, and they're on the WWE roster. I gotta go with AJ Styles. They did
that for a while too.
I mean, I can't.
Vince did that.
yeah, it's you know, it's just you got to look at what you got, and I mean he's the total package. Yeah, 44,
Absolutely.
and
No
I'm not
arguments.
saying I'm
None.
not saying like, oh, he's the guy for 10 years. That's not. No, he is. I gotta get this plane is stopped on the ground, and I gotta get it in the air.
Oh.
Right. AJ Styles. Period.
You're picking
That's
AJ?
AJ. Thank you, Pat. Yes, AJ's the only one left.
Big. So, Pat, you, my answer. I had questions, right? But I want to respond to Tom's thing here real quick. So, Big Pat's in here audio only, which is dope. Anywho, so I had questions, Pat, but I'll get to that in a second. Tom, I appreciate where you're at, but this is a hot take on that, right? AJ did that shit in Vince's WWE.
Yeah,
like
I think that ran the place. I was there for that.
That is a giant accomplishment for a wrestler that couldn't cut a promo to be the world champion in Vince's modern day WWE
for like over 200 days, like more than a year, like almost a whole year.
I think that's a career achievement in and of itself.
Yeah, and had a great run. Like let's not like he wasn't a shitty champion either. Like let's put that into perspective.
Great title reign.
It was a great title reign.
Shinsuke at WrestleMania. Shinsuke at WrestleMania?
That was fantastic. Oh. Like it didn't live up to the lofty goals of the greatest of all time, but it was still like looking back
so much fun.
It was still fun. It was still good. Like there were worse reigns post that. There were worse like title chances after that. It was great.
So Pat, obviously you heard Seth Rollins. Derek picked Seth Rollins. You heard Tom with AJ Styles. I had questions. Okay. When you asked this question, are you saying like we're starting fresh, brand new? I need to pick somebody to carry the load, or give an opportunity to, or whatever, or are we staying right now, present day, where things stand?
I'm just saying, like, let's say the new ownership comes in and is like, all right, we're redrafting both brands, no one anywhere. Boom, that's your player.
Okay.
And you can't take the same people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so, but I had two choices, right? My first one, obviously in current climate, was Roman Reigns. I mean, I couldn't let him slip to number 3, beyond me. Like it was just disrespectful to Roman Reigns. But like my start fresh, whole new thing was Elias. I think that poor fucking guy.
But who wants to walk with Elias?
I want to walk with Elias.
Right? Don't we all?
Derek, you all right there, Bob? Huh? You hit the lamp one too many times. You take the goat out a couple times too many. Huh?
No, I'm good. I'm
you look real good, bud.
Checking.
You look great. You look fucking fantastic.
That's real nice.
Yeah, you fuck.
Oh, I do, don't I?
Yeah, you fuck.
Now I look better.
I can't stand you.
Pardon me.
Derek, I can stand you. You want to come hang out with me? You and baby Cooter Jethro.
Cooter Jethro.
That's a
Cooter
cool name.
Jethro.
Do you know that's my baby's name, Pat?
What, Jethro?
No.
Cooter Jethro.
Cooter Jethro.
Bigsby.
I did not know that.
Cooter Jethro Bigsby, right?
It's a family name.
We decided that Derek should
name.
We decided that Derek should lean into the holler and just just give in. And
Good God.
we couldn't come up with a better holler name than Cooter. And Cooter Jethro just sounded right.
And then, I mean, Cooter Jethro is going to be born while we are abroad, and I'm not going to be able to be there to hold old Cooter Jethro.
Well, hey, I just
You
want
will.
to say congratulations. That's freaking amazing, kids. Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
But
Thank you.
I will
Good on
admit,
you.
because I don't know that about you yet. Sorry, but from the way I took that part of the conversation, Tom looked down. I thought he was pointing at a cat, and I thought he was saying, "You can come over and stay at my house and hang with Cooter Jethro, a cat." That's originally what I thought.
So, to be fair, Pat, I think you guys are going to name him Jack still.
Yeah,
That's
it'll
the
be
way.
Jack.
He's not going to be John, though, like John, but like Jack's the nickname. He's just Jack.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
Jack.
I mean, that's fine.
Hey, Tom, don't worry. I'm just going to call him Cooter. It'll be okay.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's gonna be Jethro before it's over. Or I'll probably call him Al because his middle name's gonna be Alan. So
You could raise him,
Jack
to become a
Allen. All
professional
right.
soccer player, and then like when he's at goal point, you call it a Cooter kick. It would be freaking amazing.
Oh,
I think
God.
Pat's got this on lock now.
Oh, man.
I mean, truth be told, no, you don't want a kid. You don't name a kid fucking Cooter. I mean, he's gonna be one of like 10 Jacks in his class. That's fine. Like Jack's a good name. It's a good,
But
strong
you know
name.
what?
I get it. I feel you. Like he's gonna go to school with Cooter though, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like Cooter Jethro is gonna be his classmate. Cooter Jethro's parents are going to be siblings, but it's fine. It's cool. Like you and your wife are not siblings, so good for you guys.
We are not. That's
Good for you guys, right?
Yes.
Like because Cooter Jethro, like his parents are siblings. And
I don't know about all that. I mean, there might be some like third cousins removed things going on there.
Like, but
you know?
Cooter Jethro, like
down there in the hall.
like their parents.
I'm sorry, bud.
Cooter
There's
Jethro.
so many people that won't even know Cooter because you can't watch Dukes of Hazzard anymore.
Look,
Yeah, you're not allowed to do
Is
that.
Cooter short for like Cutavius? Like what's
It is now.
it is now Cutavius? What's Scooter short for?
I'm gonna need a origin.
Scooter? Where's Uncle? Where's cousin Scooter? What's that
my.
short for? Scooter. Is
I
that
get
just
a
like
word
the
named
slow
for
kid
it.
because he fell off the scooter and like hit his
This
head real hard? Now he's a
motherfucker
little
just
slow.
said Cutavius?
Cutavius.
Bro,
What is that?
What the fuck would
I
Cooter
need
be
like if
short
I'm in a
for?
spelling bee, I need origin here. Is it a
Yeah, we
noun?
need
What's the country of origin?
I'm with Pat on that. What's the origin? What's the
oh my goodness gracious. Oh, here's one for you to chew on. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take her on out of here unless you guys want to keep hanging out.
old Cooter?
Old Wrestling Observer newsletter has reported WWE higher-ups consider Von Wagner to be a WrestleMania main eventer one day.
Von Wagner has Cro-Magnon man fucking eyebrow bumps.
He's a
Brother.
second-generation superstar.
Soupy star. You want to talk about dudes whose names should be Cooter?
Unbelievable.
I only hope that my son will eventually live up to the name of Cooter Von Wagner.
Cooter Von Wagner.
If he's coming over to Walt's house, that can be his finished wrestling move, the Cooter kick. I mean,
The
we got
Cooter-
multiple
Cooter
sports
kick.
right now. Multiple sports right now.
No, but
It's
I
just
mean,
going
if
to
we're
be a
being honest, like,
knee-slapping super kick, but it's the Cooter kick.
The
if we're
Cooter
being
kick.
honest, like Derek's children are fine. they're clearly very smart and very like non-inbred. They look.
Jesus.
Oh, look, I'm just saying. Look, I'm being.
Thank you. That was very,
We
God,
just go to
man.
Derek for 2 fucking hours here. Okay,
Fuck's
Derek's
sake.
kids are Derek has beautiful, like mentally challenged from like inbreeding children.
Okay.
He has excellent children. So Derek, congrats to you for having excellent children.
fuck
Okay, like
me.
Thanks, man.
like welcome to the club of having excellent children who will hopefully surpass
Fuck's
us.
sake.
Man.
Now that being said,
Oh, here we
Von
go.
Wagner. Good God, has anybody ever looked more like the caveman from the goddamn Geico commercials than Von Wagner?
Me wrestle. Me win belt.
Me wrestle win belt now.
But hey,
How me not win belt? Me get count out?
me
Time?
come ring stomp. 1, 2, 3. Me win. Raise hand.
Raise hand.
Me not understand why me lose. Me stand outside ring. Long time.
Me wear a leather vest.
Me lose match.
Me make with sticks. Me happy.
Me go eat catering.
Hey, but you know what, dude? At the same point in time, at least fucking the Wrestling Observer newsletter did say this dude's pretty decent in the ring, but he's got the fucking charisma of a wet fucking paper bag.
Yeah.
Like I've got some wet crumpled up cardboard over here because my air conditioner's leaking. It's a whole thing. Don't bring it up. That has more fucking charisma than Von Wagner.
He's got the charisma of like
I saw that piece of cardboard today, and I was like, "Oh, you're just a happy little piece of cardboard, aren't you?" And then I look at Von Wagner, and I'm like, I like Daniel Garcia better.
Man, so what you're saying is, yeah, okay, no, I get you. If Von Wagner and Daniel Garcia were in the same room together, Daniel Garcia, it would be the first time in his life that he was the most charismatic person.
Damn it, Tom.
That's
really?
That's literally like the basement of it, right? Like that's like Daniel Garcia has more charisma than Von Wagner. And
you know how I know that Daniel Garcia is over for Tom? Because fucking 8 months ago I said something similar, and Tom said, "Nah, I'd way rather watch Von Wagner with this fucking really weird tights."
Look, okay, 8 months later, Daniel Garcia has clipped himself above Von Wagner, but they're in their own stratosphere.
I love it. It makes me so happy.
Not a planet like Pluto. They're on Pluto together, but like if we're gonna save anybody from Pluto, we're gonna save Daniel Garcia first.
Listen, Bub, just embrace the Daniel Garcia suck, and you will see.
Oh my God! I compared him to fucking Von Wagner, and now it's like, oh, Daniel Garcia is the best wrestler ever. No, I would rather watch anybody
fickle.
But
you're so fickle.
Daniel Garcia,
fickle
except for Von
fans.
Wagner. It's like, okay, my number 999 wrestler is Daniel Garcia, but wrestler number 1000 is Von Wagner. Oh my God!
You're telling me there's a chance?
You know who we didn't talk about that we actually should have talked about?
Who's that, Bub?
Joey Janela.
Oh, he's in the news? I didn't see.
Do you know why Joey Janela's in the news?
No, I really didn't see.
So, there was a wrestling match between some guy in a luchador mask, and he did this little jump between the ropes, and Joey Janela was like, "Why is that little jump between the ropes different than the Undertaker doing the old school walk on the top of the ropes?" Am I the only one that saw this?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I have no fucking
All right,
clue.
let's talk about it next.
So
week.
you're talking.
No.
No. Let me expound on it because Derek will understand it because I don't fucking know. Okay. So you're telling me that Joey Janela said he doesn't understand why people get upset whenever like a luchador person climbs up the fucking 1, 2, 3 in the corner, stands on the top rope, does a bounce, and does some sort of springboard arm drag or hurricane rana or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't understand why people get upset about that. And when it's the same as 7 foot tall Undertaker climbing up the corner and walking to the middle of the ropes and then doing a hammer drop. He doesn't understand how that's any different, because the Undertaker did that shit in the fucking 90s, pal. Okay.
Yeah.
When humans didn't do those types of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially not 7 foot tall human.
Yeah. So no, they're not they're not the fucking same. And
No.
I mean, to say that people get upset when luchadors do that, it's because every single luchador on AEW television does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
and everybody
let Ray Fenix have that. Let Ray Fenix have that. He's the only one that does that, and it will be more spectacular. But we have a show where fucking Penta and Ray Fenix are on there, and then you've got fucking the Dragon fucking dude, and then Bandito, and like they all do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, I just saw that 15 minutes ago. We only got one Undertaker walking the ropes a night.
Yeah. And like
in the 90s when the ropes sucked, and like he would walk out to the middle and he would be almost to the third rope, the bottom rope, the fucking, and then still jump up real high. Like,
yeah.
You're talking about peanut butter and fucking anchovies here, Bob. Like,
yeah.
Could you guys?
It's not the same. It's not only is it not the same. Look, and I know Joey Janela just did it to like stir up shit because like he still pays for Twitter. But we haven't talked about Joey Janela in a long time, and I felt like it was time to bring him up because I haven't seen Joey Janela wrestle in a couple of years. And that's good on me, right? Like I don't want I haven't tried
because Joey Janela still pays for Twitter.
I mean he does, right?
Guys,
like,
it's funny because all the other celebrities didn't give a fuck about their blue check marks, but Joey Janela still has one, which means he pays for it every month.
Literally everybody went, oh, okay. And like it went out like the other day, and people were like, hey, I don't pay for this, so if somebody with my name has a blue check mark, it ain't me. And that's literally like every wrestler. That's 99.9% of wrestlers. However, Joey Janela is still like,
I do. I pay.
I'm here, guys. Hey, guys, what's the difference between when The Undertaker does it and this guy did it this week, who you've never fucking seen before? This guy in his white luchador mask. You've never seen him before, but he did that. What's the difference between him and The Undertaker when The Undertaker does it? And like,
hey, if you want to see me do that, I'll be at the Paw Paw Fairgrounds on Saturday night by the funnel cake stand. And to get some extra heat, I'll probably fight a random ass Enzo that happens to show up.
What if we get Pat? What if we get Pat to Vader Bomb Derek?
What if we get Pat to Vader Bomb Joey Janela?
Oh,
I mean, Joey Janela
might go to jail for murder on that one.
Joey Janela would do it for a couple $100.
Joey Janela would do it. Joey Janela would do it for an elephant ear.
He'd do it for the fucking one of them funnel cakes that's beside the ring.
He would do it for the love of the sport. God damn it!
Let's just get that one guy. What's his name? Superhuman. That like just jumps into shit to be dumb.
I got pee. I'll be right back.
Derek, what are we gonna do? I have a spider. There's 2 spiders. I have 2 spiders. Holy shit! There's 2 spiders right now. There's one spider giving.
You have friends now.
Another spider? What the fuck is going on here? Die, bitch, die. All right.
I'm very happy to say that I ran through Cinebench and nothing got above 35 degrees Celsius, so we're officially fixed.
You fixed it? Yay! Derek,
wait, back together.
Hold on. Did you fix it by doing what I said to do the first time?
Well, I actually had to take
Put it back together. Just put it back the way it was.
No. I had to take the cooler that I bought from Best Buy back and exchange it. It was actually no good.
Oh.
Yeah. That'll do
It's
it.
a little different, I guess.
Can't really fight it whenever it's, not going to work in the first place.
So you bought a brokey one. You took the brokey one back and you said, "This is brokey." And they said, "Well, all right, here's a new one." And you put the new one in and the new one works.
Works like a charm.
There we go. All right, there we go. Okay. Couldn't be.
By the way, if you want to blow your life savings, they have GeForce 4090s at Best Buy for $1,800, which was insanity.
Hey, so did you buy some more RAM? Can I have a couple sticks?
No, I didn't buy any extra RAM.
Oh, okay.
I had to take some out.
Then. I hope you fall.
How much RAM do you have?
I don't remember. I'm way too fucking high for that.
Maybe we can mismatch our RAM and make some compromises.
Sure, I'm down. Whatever.
Mismatch RAM is really good.
Yeah, it's great. It means the fucking shit won't work.
It might.
I'm not even an IT specialist, Derek, and I know that. Okay? Like, what is your fucking deal? Somebody pays you. Somebody pays you to know this stuff.
And I fixed it, did I not? What am I supposed to do? Fix their broken shit?
Okay, hold on, Pat.
Right now,
Pat, are you still here?
Did fix it.
Yeah. So
Okay,
listen,
Pat.
I'm not a computer whiz, but I fixed the computer today just by looking at different colors.
Look at
Fucking awesome.
fucking Pat. See?
No, look, he did better than you, Derek. I mean, hey, Pat. So here's the story, right? So Derek bought this really nice gaming PC, right? And then
it worked.
And it worked fantastically. And then unsolicited, Derek started changing a bunch of shit so that it had fucking fancy RGB lights in it. And then all of a sudden, Derek's shit didn't work anymore. So Derek, who's an IT specialist, level 2.
Yeah, level 2.
Level
System
2.
Administrator, bitches.
Okay.
Administrator.
How many levels are there?
Fucking admin.
I'm the sysadmin.
Okay.
Level
Pat,
2.
Now listen, had to call the fucking Geek Squad to come fix his fucking computer.
It was a second opinion.
Oh, second opinion.
And you know what it was? Take that shit back to the store. It's broke. You put it in there right.
Gosh.
So, Walt, you know how on our Excel spreadsheets for the team sheets,
Yep.
someone was trying to copy and paste, and then these lines have been fucked up, and you couldn't get it to type in there right for like months. Slammed it, fixed all the team sheets, got ahead months. I'm fucking Adrian Jr. right here. Boom.
Let's not get carried away. Hey, when we come offline, I got to tell you something real fucking funny. Hey guys, we got anything else we want to talk about, or we just?
I got one more thing.
Okay.
Do you think that if they did that Gunther guy, okay, and then they paired it up with Cody Rhodes, wouldn't that potentially be like an awesome championship feuding, like America versus Soviets? You know, it could be freaking awesome.
It would be fantastic, except the problem with that is that they're building Gunther up to be a monster fucking heel champion, and they're building fucking Cody Rhodes up to be a monster fucking babyface champion, and eventually those two are going to cross paths in a major fucking way, and for the Intercontinental Championship is not the right decision.
They'll do it.
I think you're both absolutely right.
It might at some point be a Survivor Series match when they're champions, like when Gunther's like.
No, I don't want to go back to that.
No, they're going to split those titles back up. That's going to happen. It might happen in a Survivor Series. However, I could see that like ending in some sort of a weird like disqualification on a pay-per-view.
Then why fucking do it?
Huh?
Then why fucking do it?
Because Survivor Series and they're
like no, fuck that. That insults our intelligence as wrestling.
Look, they insult our intelligence
know.
all the time. Don't pretend like they're not going to re-insult our intelligence.
Yeah, but I would just rather wait until it fucking meant something.
Look, I
don't tease me with it. Okay, don't play with the tip. Do you know what I'm saying? And like get it all fucking.
I know what you're saying, buddy. I get it, but at
Just
the
to
same
tell me
time,
you're not in the mood, okay? Don't do that.
Do it. Like it's going to happen. Like just accept it, and when it comes, and when they're like Gunther versus Cody, like both titles, be like somebody this is getting fucked up. Like Roman's gonna come out and spear everybody. Like something's gonna happen.
Don't do it.
It's gonna happen. Just expect it. Just expect it. It's coming.
No, that's a Vince move.
It's coming. It's coming. Just expect it, please. I'm telling you now. When it happens, I'm gonna be like, I fucking told you.
Okay, and I'm not gonna like it then either. So
that's fine. Nobody's gonna like it. I didn't say I was gonna like it. I didn't say anybody's gonna like it. I'm just saying it's coming.
It's a fucking cannonball waiting to just fucking tear the hole in the side of the Black Pearl, and you're just gonna fucking pew it out on some water pistols. Fuck out of here.
Man!
I hope this guy comes out this week because I like when this guy comes out. Well,
who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, bud. We'll talk offline. Okay, for sure.
Guys, I'm so fucking tired. I've been up since like fucking.
Okay, we're gonna call it fucking quits. Hey, if you're still here hanging out with us, we appreciate you. Please hit the thumbs up. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. Listen, I gotta catch a flight early in the fucking morning. So does fucking old BP down there. You can't see him in all of his beautiful glory. Derek's gonna have a baby this week. Like, I mean, there's
Derek,
just
keep me in the cahoots with that. Like, congrats, buddy.
Yeah. And
man, you will be the first one to have pictures of Cooter
I'm
James.
coming to visit. I'm coming down. I'm gonna drive down and I'm bringing like baby clothes, and it's gonna say Cooter Jethro on it. No, I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
No, I really want it to. Yes, please.
So, but listen, guys, I don't want to put you on the spot. You guys can text me, let me know throughout the weekend. I don't know if the boys are going to be doing our regularly scheduled show on fucking Monday. We'll leave that up to them. So if not, we probably won't be back until the following Monday. So we appreciate you. Yeah, man. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap up this special edition flight. Oh, I'm great, bub. That's fucking prime time. You know what I'm saying? Nothing a cup of coffee can't fix. You already know.
I reserve the rights and the copyrights for Cooter Jethro right now.
Sleep on the plane.
I reserve the rights and the copyrights. I'm going to go to GoDaddy.com and buy that shit, and it's about to get
hurry up and buy it before Vince McMahon does.
The Cooter kick.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that's under wraps too. We gotta make sure.
Yeah, you gotta trademark the Cooter kick. All right. So hey man, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us on a Friday night, listening to our bullshit. Check us out over on Twitter and Instagram at @1_FallWC. That's ONE. Hey, Dr. Britt got her ass whooped this week, by the way. Whew, boy, did you see them pictures?
After she won, after she tapped out Ruby Riot or Ruby Soho.
Hey, listen, I'm into their little NWO faction, but we can get into that
better
later.
With Ruby now. It is.
We can get into that later. I am into their little NWO faction.
It has turned 180 degrees. It is so much better.
Especially whenever fucking Saraya fucking called them neck bearded twats.
She got fined for that. But,
yeah, she did.
She called them twats because she's British.
British. So, I appreciate y'all for sure. BP, I'll see you tomorrow, bub. Safe travels.
You guys safe travels. Peace to both ends.
I said to BP because we're not traveling together, which is weird, by the way. Safe travels. I can't wait to see you. We're gonna have plenty of fantastical fucking things to come back on the next Freestyle Friday and tell the boys. Big Pat.
But next time we have another
Big Pat, you're
Friday.
muted. Big Pat, you're muted.
Night, guys. Have a good day.
All right, bub. I'll see you soon.
Later, buddy.
Safe travels, guys.
Friend of the show, Pat Martin. Always fucking
Derek Wright. Derek, welcome back.
Always awesome having fucking BP here. You know what I mean? Like, I love that he pops in on fucking Freestyle Friday. I love it. Derek, hopefully you can get back to our regularly scheduled program. Because Tom and I have missed you terribly, and I understand that you're gonna have a newborn, but you know, the show must go on.
The show, we'll be doing it from the hospital and shit.
You
Of course,
know
she'll be in labor. I'll just be, you know.
I'm just saying, after Cooter Jethro joins us in this world, you know, the show must go on. So don't be a fucking neck-bearded twat.
I'm finally ready.
So
I've got all the rainbows I could ever want now. We're good.
It only took 9.5 months.
So, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, if you're still here, hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Thank you so very much. With all that being said, thanks for hanging out. It's all love. We'll catch you in about 10 days. One Fall WrestleCast. Damn it, I forgot to talk about FTR's fucking